I think you're looking at using technology as much as you can in order to better move traffic. One of the things people don't understand about parking is we are not just what happens with a car. We're what happens with all traffic, so that you want to make sure that you can get traffic through. So maybe you don't let people park in some spots on certain times. You can tell that. You look at your traffic signals, how your traffic signals are monitored, whether it's sensors, whether it's cameras, anything else like this. It's a constant flow, and it's where that data goes and what you do with that data at the end of the day. And now we've gone to fully digital and electronic units with sensors in the ground, cameras that can literally send your ticket to your house. These are the things that you're looking at. What technology you have, and what can you do with that technology?
It's trying to integrate different technologies into making a singular platform that people can use to maneuver about where they need to go, their mobility. So I think parking plays an integral part in that, in providing that endpoint to people's destination.
A smart city to me is a city that's using the advances in micro and mobile technology to provide better asset management and improve visitor and resident experiences.
A smart city to me is one that has, like we were saying there, the fact that I can do pay by phone, I can find where space is available, I can go to that space, I can pay and never have to have contact with a person. It just makes it much easier on me that I can go where I need to go and not have to worry about parking or talking.
To me, a smart city is one who really thinks through the impacts of mobility and parking within the city, is thinking longer range than now and planning for the future, because there is a change coming and the extent of that change is maybe undefined, but they're thinking for that future.
With the Smart City, I think that it is an initiative to try to minimize resource waste and to bring people together to make a city that's more effective for all the types of things that people do in the city, whether it's going out to eat, whether it's going to a concert. It's just making that a more seamless experience and making sure that people are safer and more efficient and getting where they need to go.
To me, it's basically a city that's really geared in on multimodal forms of transportation and looking at high-density residential areas and mixed-use developments that make it easy to get around and provide people the opportunity to live and have access to everything they need without necessarily having to drive to where they're going.
For me, a smart city has a couple components. There's the big data and the analytics component that kind of feeds into offering services, and so the public-facing service, and then bridging that or aggregating across starkly different types of services for citizens in a city that you wouldn't necessarily equate to one another for the purpose and objective of convenience.
So I deem smart cities as to be the envelope of all things possible for how we give our customers choices. And that's not only parking related, but transportation related in all ways, shapes, or forms. If someone wants to choose walking, biking, car sharing, ride sharing, parking itself, public transportation, I look at smart cities as giving everyone the options to be able to make those choices that serve them best, to be able to figure out where they want to live based upon many of those choices and the type of neighborhood they want to live in and the type of commute that they want to have and places their kids might want to go to school or choices they want to make in terms of where they visit. So smart cities really have an impact on not only all those choices, but then all the other choices that are out there in terms of how they use energy and anything and everything about how we choose to live and why we want to live the way we live.
Convenience, mobility, and options for the customer. That's how I define it.